What do you think of the technological revolution? Do you think
Suck.
it's
Sucks. Yeah.
Why? Why is that?
You know, I don't believe in the all-out embrace of technology as a way forward. I do believe that there is some technology that has really helped us, but I think it's an absolute misnomer to look at all technology and assume that it has bettered us. In many ways, technology has taken away a lot of man's skill, a lot of man's creativity, and it hasn't really saved us any time. If I look back to those 50s, you know, propaganda films that talk about how, you know, we're all going to be, you know, the machines are going to all be doing the work for us, and the reality is that really hasn't happened. We're still out there doing all of this work. It may have changed the nature of the workplace, but it hasn't really done what it was promised. I think some technology is great. I just think it's dangerous to assume that all technology is great. I think that, you know, man has some incredible skills, and often I'm really moved by things that I realize were construed and built long before technology really came along. I mean, look at the buildings of Central Asia. Look what they were doing in Yemen. You know, these people were building skyscrapers while Europe was still in its infancy. You know, you don't need a machine for everything. I often feel that technology has robbed us of our ingenuity. And I know that there are creative ways to use it, but I'm in that hate stage at the moment, I'm afraid. I'm in the hate stage. I think I'm in the hate stage more than anything because I see the all-out embrace of it all around me, and it's an unquestioning acceptance. You know, people aren't asking questions about whether this particular technology does anything for them, or whether it really does make their lives better, or whether it has really connected them. You know, I'm on the bus every day and I see all these people who they're so connected to the world around them in the sense that they're off, you know, texting and phoning all these different people and that. But, you know, they've forgotten about the guy who's sitting next to them. Like, they don't notice the person who's actually in their physical space anymore. So, you know, it seems odd to me, this idea that you can connect yourself to someone 3/4, you know, of the way around the earth, but you can't even connect yourself to the person who's sitting next to you. So there is a disconnect in that, you know, this idea that it's really done so much for us. I think in many ways it's really undermined our social bonds. I find that unfortunate.
And are you using Facebook?
I am, yeah. I stalk people on it, yeah.
Yeah,
and
you
I
and
have a
everyone
fake
else.
name on it too, because I'm terrified of putting my real name out there, you know what I mean? But really I used it as a way to get hold of people that I met when I was traveling at a time, you know, long before emails and phone numbers and that. You know, you didn't really keep that. When I first started traveling, you know, you had post restaurant, you had a mailbox. And some of these people I just have lost track of them over the years, and so Facebook has been a useful way for me to reconnect with people that I was unable to find, you know, any hint of in any other way, shape or form. But I don't think that it's an intrinsically bad thing. I think it really just boils down to how people use it. And to me, the world is still a very real place. It's not an abstract machine. It doesn't happen on a screen. I prefer my interactions to be in person. And I often think that a lot of this stuff where people need to put their information out there has really got to do with insecurity and feeling a lack of connection to the people that are in their real lives. And I think that's what we should spend our time working on more, is the people that are actually in our lives, that are there, our mothers, our fathers, our friends, our brothers and sisters, and the people that we work with. And, you know, these are the people we should be spending our time with, not, you know, some abstract idea of it. Not at all. But I'll still stalk you on Facebook. Don't you worry.
You better.
I'll find you.